Okay, let's get a look at her in the sun. Up. Well, hey guys, welcome back. Chuck House Mopar. If you're new viewing my stuff here, work on Mopars, old Dodges, Chrysler, Plymouth, no Chryslers. Everybody else, welcome back. So today, yes, working on the dash. Okay. So I pulled this dash out a year ago, and here it is. In all of its glory. It is an air-conditioned car, so you get the benefit of having more stuff underneath the dash for when you need to work on things. So I have already bought a new dash pad. ABC Moparts, I believe they call them. It's Mike. He's out in Arizona somewhere. I start getting stuff that is difficult to find that I think could be a problem down the road, and so I have a new dash pad. For the most part, the dash is okay. This is clearly fairly ugly. I got a new panel here. The one I had was busted. I got it from Joe Succi. Looks like I set this in the dirt, bringing it out. Yeah, so interesting. Yeah. Now, boys, I am not going to restore this dash. All of this. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blast the dash frame and go ahead and put it back together, and whatever looks like this. This is fairly brand new looking, and over here was just going back together. Factory clock available. I have to sneeze. Squeeze me. Anyway. So yeah, the whole thing's getting blasted. Now, Chrysler, I have the paint codes for this 65 model year. Well, the guy also sent me a whole bunch of other stuff, and it says what these should be. So basically, the top of the dash is a flat to a satin finish. The bottom, as you can see, it's gloss. I'm not doing a two-tone paint on the dash, fellas. It's just going to be what it is. These are pretty cool because they light up in the they light up. So at night, somebody managed to stick this in here. Kind of cool, kind of not, but whatever. 81,000 miles. Yeah. So anyway, let me flip this thing over and we'll take a look at the wiring harness. All right, the back side. Now, year one sells a wiring harness. M&H makes it. Year one owns all of the wiring boards from Chrysler. If they have a wiring harness, it's a board from Chrysler. M&H makes everything. They make beautiful harnesses. Everything will look just like it is here. I've got the dash harness for satellite, but I don't have one for this because it's a B-body, so whatever. I have looked at this briefly when I took this apart, and I didn't see anything too egregious, although there's something ugly there. Needs some addressing. Yeah, whatever. So a harness for this thing's about $650. And it used to be that year one would give you 30% off on certain holidays. Well, they still do, but they quit doing it for harnesses. 30% substantial. So anyway, I'm going to take this apart, and we are going to look at, what we end up with. It's pretty cool. AC cars get these deals. Flip up, spray it. This is some kind of pop metal, I guess. I suppose that could be blasted too. Okay, let me set you guys up and we'll look. All right, boys, it's like, where do you begin? I think I'm just going to start taking the AC vents out. Looks pretty straightforward. I got these interesting little cones underneath there. There's that one. Yeah, it's pot metal. Cool. All right, speakers next. That's interesting. Yeah, okay. The Big Brute. Superior high fidelity speaker made in Japan. All right, boys. Handheld here. I'm just looking at stuff. This piece, I know this got snaked through the dash up through the frame, and this hooks to here. Some things I don't understand. This is the glove box light. For some reason, they stuck a 10 amp inline fuse in there. I don't know why. This is probably the door light switch. Ground. Don't really see anything too bad, except for whatever I showed you before. I saw some wiring that was a little ugly. So I'm going to go ahead and take this apart. And, ouch, I got a piece of wire in my finger. And go from there. Yeah. I think I'm going to go ahead and clean this wire up the way it is, or I don't know yet. We'll see. All right, boys, not too melty. Now what I do, I soak this stuff in CLR, okay, like this, so that we get the least amount of wicking that we can. And then I've got some diamond files and I clean it up, all right? And then I spray it with contact cleaner. So not too bad, really. Nothing that scares me. So yeah, in here, there's a big red one there. She doesn't look like she was always that happy, particularly. Certainly they need cleaning. I had no idea what the hell this is all about, this orange one. I don't know, we're missing something here. Just have to look. All right, I'm gonna get, I'm gonna cleaned up the harness. Little Windex, a lot of tub and towels and all that. Well, I have an orange wire broken here, and it slides onto here. No big deal, right? Except this is a one-piece deal, near as I can tell. I don't know what you can see. This thing is all one piece. This is accessory stuff, I suppose. This kind of sucks. Been repaired once. Then they just had it jammed in there. Yay. Well, boys, I've salvaged it a little. I used the torch to blast out the solder that was in there. Yeah. Now I just gotta cut a little off of here. Make this work. Shouldn't be a problem. Need to clean up this copper. Okay, got this back together. I've got these crimpers that, you know, crimp up around the wire. This pink one here, everything's been cleaned up, boys. I've got these little diamond deals, little diamond tweezers. Right there. This one I never got. Get on there. Clean them up like that. Of course, that one got on the wire wheel. Cleaned all of these, including that one. Did I do that one? Probably not. Anyway, so I suspect this wire, everything, this shouldn't be looped in here like this, but the orange was short. So let me finish up here and we'll get to the rest of the dash. Ha. 5/24/65 delivery date, and up here it says 15/4/25 new trans. This Chrysler was building junk transmissions back in the day too. I don't need to tell you boys the trouble. I hate to say it, but you know, somebody was just hammering on it. Different, there's something of 68, 30,000 miles, dealer codes. Pretty cool. New trans, huh? How about that? All right, boys, we're down to the dash pad. I'm gonna have to do this because you can't see anything. You see what they just got, these clips that they just push through. Pretty crazy. Yeah, you just push them down and out she comes. And I don't want to pry. There's a piece of chrome down there. So, I don't know what you can see even now. Let me do this. I'll talk to you in a minute. All right, flipped you up there. I don't know what you can see. I think somebody's already had this dash pad off because, well, no, they didn't either. Interesting. 500 trim, man. They got all this chrome everywhere. But what they did from the factory, they got the vinyl loop down underneath this piece of trim. Interesting. Won't be that way with the you know, final product that I do. This one. All right. Oh, Mike told me they just got fiber board under here. Goes together with. I'm begging to differ. This is steel. Anyway, okay. Be right back. All right, there's everything. So yeah, this, I'll have to look. This piece of, this goes down over the dash along there, and then this piece of chrome goes in there. Yeah, I don't know. Look at 323.65, really? 325.65. That's pretty cool, I think. So that's that. She's apart. I need to blast it. Now the question, the next question, the door, clubbox door, clearly needs to get done. I think I will just grind these rivets off. I'll blast this thing. You can't see anything, can you? The door's got to get blasted too. So I think I'll grind those rivets off. Blast this in my bead blaster. I painted silver because I don't smoke, so whatever. Somebody did. Look at those little, look at there. You remember this? I let your cigarette sit in there, smash it out right there. Nuts, knuck and putts. Anyway, okay, so we got our dash repaired, our wiring harness done, mostly. I'll look at it again. I think it's good. Actually, I've got her soaking in CLR now. I'm just brushing on where the, see that? That was, those were rusty. I'm just brushing her on there, and yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Brush her on. I'll hit it with some of that QD electronic cleaner, CRC stuff. All right, boys. I don't know what I'm gonna do. If I'm gonna show you guys the finished product when I get it back, go there, whatever. We'll see. Okay. Oh, what the heck, boys? Might as well clue you in. Ground the rivet down because I can't get in here to drill them out. Ground it down, hit it with this flapper disc thing. There we go. Now this can all get blasted and powdered. This thing, I'll show you what I'm going to do. Be back in a second. But good enough. Satin clear coming up. Yep, that's all I do, and that's makes me plenty happy. Happy enough. There she hangs. Boys, that is more than good enough for me. Keeps it from rusting. And you got a smoke in my car, you can flick your ashes outside anyway, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, boys, that's it for now. I have got to get over to the powder coat joint. They'll blast this and coat it. Like I said, it's going to be all setting, and then we get to put it back together. I don't know, man. Do I restore this now? God. Smart move would be to do just that. All right, I will see you in a few days.
Several days later.
All right, just got back from getting the dash, well, yesterday. So, this guy does industrial stuff. I'm not certain he's not a Mopar guy. I know he's restored a couple of Mopars. So anyway, right now, I say industrial because the oven, oh, I don't know. It's a big oven. It's probably 20 by 30 foot, and he rolls racks of stuff in, and this happens to be a color they were doing. So, very nice. You guys saw one little globule somewhere, but whatever. Of course, the whatchamajigger goes along there. The ashtray door is still in my truck. So, boys, as we know, the top of this, like I think I said earlier, should be flat. Wow. Flat, or you know, satin, and the bottom's clear or gloss, but we're not afraid. I don't care about that. Now, you know, something I did do, I left the clips in, so they got blasted and powder coated. I mean, it's no big deal, unless for some damn reason these things aren't right where they need to be and I need to move them. Now we got a problem. So let me show you something else. Something I forgot about. Besides the clips, they put rubber. Well, they put rubber on here, and you know what? So it gets baked at about 400. Yeah, they're not bad. And so this gets smoked, right? But we're not scared, are we, boys? So just so it didn't melt all the way together. Did a little there. So what I'll do probably is get some shrink wrap and just put over it. But you know, they're a whole lot more pliable than I was expecting anyway. And really, yeah, who cares? Really, all they need to be there for is to keep stuff from getting chafed. All right. And I'll be getting to this in a few days. Okay.
4 to 6 weeks later.
Several weeks later. I don't know if I have a SpongeBob deal that says several weeks later. I think those are funny. Anyway, here we are. Here we are. Now I gotta try to put all this crap back together the way it came, right? Should not be a problem. Let me show you guys how the sausage is made here. So here is my laptop. These are all, you know, these clips. Dash rebuild, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got one right here that says Future Chuck. And I am Future Chuck because I did a video for myself of how this crap came apart, specifically the wiring. I got to take a look at this. I'll get everything flipped around, make sure I still got everything. Should. And we'll get started. I think I'll have y'all, all y'all over there, and we'll go from there. yeah, we'll talk about this glove box door later. I don't know what I'm gonna end up doing, if I'm gonna clean it up, because it's rusty and I'm eat up. But this is DNA, car DNA. Had the tranny replaced at 15.4 whatever, and evidently had like a 3,000 mile warranty. Maybe I told you that. Maybe I deciphered that earlier. Don't remember. Been a while. Okay, let me get this crap out and we'll look at everything. Having a little bit of an oh dang moment. You could insert the oh yeah, whatever moment. So number one, boxes of stuff. Okay, I realize I didn't clean any of this crap, which that's next. And the smart guy, I don't have this one, I don't think. It's in the attic. There's my cat lurking around. Anyway, I gotta go find the passenger side. I believe it's upstairs. Needs cleaning. And then these, you know, the dash up there, I didn't do anything. These are cast. I honestly do not know what to do. Should I mist them up? Mist them up or what? You know? I thought about having a powder coated too, but I'm like, you know, this isn't really the jam for that. I think I'm just gonna have to mist them with some satin. I don't know. Oh crap. Oh well. It's gonna be taking longer than I thought, just like everything. All right, I'll cipher on that. I'll search out this one. And well, maybe that was the only one on there. Yeah, I got some looking to do, boys. Yeah, looking. Was that damaged? Oh, of course. Nothing a big washer won't fix. Okay. Yeah. This didn't all come from this car, clearly, but my God, AC car. Are you kidding me right now? 65 Coronet right side. Sorry. They, John collected okay, I wish he would have collected, would have been one of these. I didn't know I didn't have. If you look at the video, I don't have that for the passenger side. I had to go back and look. So dang. Not a biggie. Okay, I don't think I have it. I might. I have to look around. Something that looks like that. But anyway, okay, yay. I'm gonna clean all this stuff up. I'll probably hit this with some Landau black just to clean it. I think I scrubbed these once. Clean whatever. I'll determine which of these are the best, you know, and go from there. I have no idea where these big ones go, man. Yeah. Okay. Fun. Better. Much better. I think we're done here, actually. I'll get a better look. Need to look at this stuff in the sunlight. But I think they're good. Sem Landau black. That's something you're not going to want to ever really rub on. It's paint, you know. It's paint. So, okay, yeah, all of that's together. Now for this. I don't know where I'm going to set you guys. Putting something away here. But one thing I don't have is, let's move this for a second. Here's the, we talked about this earlier. These are actually good. I had to put a knife through there because it melted, but they're not going to chafe. I won't have to put anything over top, you know. I don't have, I better look at this again. Little nasty looking. I don't have the screw that goes into here. I think it goes right there, like that. Back here, yeah. I'm gonna look at this again. Guys, I looked at the satellite. There's no wiring harness. This is an AC car. You get a little extra stuff, right? So I looked at the satellite, got a picture of that. It's different. I actually bought a harness from year one, and I don't have it anymore, but I looked at it. So everything looks about the same. I know with the satellite, I thought I was gonna have to change the harness on it. I had bought one for it, and you know, I had various speed wipers on that thing. There was just some stuff that wasn't there. So, you know, you get a harness with these guys, but that's about it. So everything else is pretty clean. I'm gonna revisit these a little. They're not bad. I use dielectric grease, okay, because it keeps stuff from corroding again. Always the argument, does dielectric grease doesn't conduct electricity? It does actually, but you know what dielectric grease doesn't do? It doesn't catch fire. That's why it's dielectric grease for electrical connections. So anyway, with all that, go ahead and fire away on that, those comments. We're gonna put this thing back together, and I don't know if I'm gonna bother, you know, lacing this through here, having you guys watch or what. I am gonna get in the satellite and see exactly what kind of screw that is. It's something real similar to this, actually. Probably goes right there, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and do this, and I'll bring you back. Okay, sorted, greased, ready to put the dash in. I think I got everything where it needs to be. This kind of flasher just hangs. I don't have a new one of those. I also don't have any more bulbs. So I was going to get bulbs. I found a big old, these are just big 1.5 inch maybe wood screws, really, with a Phillips and a flat head. I'm going to be getting one of them because that's definitely a knuckle buster there. This harness goes through the A-pillar. Goes somewhere. Yeah, eventually. This gets put together here. Ground. Anyway, speaking of ground, so yeah, I just saw a ground. We just saw one. I think there's another one floating here somewhere. The dash grounds through the frame, okay? So when the time comes, I am going to have to grind off this powder coating on either side. And I believe I'm going to go ahead and do the bottom of this too, right? We did my son, somebody had hacked up his Duster's frame, so we got a new one, had a powder coated, and we've had, I think we're still having some grounding issues. And even just grounding the dash isn't really great, so whatever. So anyway, yeah, future Chuck, present Chuck, been doing that. So yeah, let's flip it over and put the dash in, I guess. Okay. Okay, ta-da, there it is for now. Well, for today, today. I will be going downstairs, I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, so yeah, this is together. I forgot, didn't blast that inner part. Got that done, it's on, the new switch is on, functioning, probably. This is just sitting here. The bezel, I don't know where this is. If I ever had one, I'm sure. I got knobs coming out the yang. So I'm still waiting for this thing to finish. I'll put that in there, the blower motor. This deal here, let's see if I can do this one-handed. This is going to need to get finished. There's a couple things I'll have to finish. It'll be this will come apart again. I suspect I'll just hit it with some Scotch-Brite and do some satin black, just because you guys know me. I do not know where the light is right now. It's somewhere. I don't remember where the hell this little hook went, but it went on this side. Or even what it's for. Hold something down maybe. So I don't know what this is going to entail going forward. If I polish tape and do whatever, you don't have to polish the edges of this, because, you know, I guess it should match up with all of that, right? Don't know. The speaker's another one. I don't have a speaker. I think that is an aftermarket speaker, I'm sure. And there's the speaker deal there. And this thing here is probably an adapter to adapt a Japanese speaker to an American car. So anyway, that's where I'm going to stop for right now. Stupid machine shuts off on its own. That's where I'm going to stop for right now. I still got to find out what the hell goes behind here. You know, a clock. I don't have a clock. Okay, see you in the morning.
The next day.
The next day. Okay, let's see where we left off. Where I left off, I already know. So, the AC stuff. I think what I'm gathering is this is right side only. That goes on the right side, and it says that there. And then the left side only gets that. That's what I'm thinking. That clearly was on the driver's side, one of those. I got two cleaned up pretty well, thinking that all this stuff went on there. That's what I think. That's what I think. I'm not going to put those on right now, just because simply it's heavy and awkward and all that crap. So, let's hope this is going to, you know, these are going to stay on here. Theoretically, once I put them back together, they'll never come off again. I actually found another one that broke. Let's see if I can damage anything. Oh, where's it at? Yeah, it's right there. You see, I got another one. See that orange tape? Yeah, that one broke. Luckily, it was laying on the floor here. Low on the floor. It was laying right there. And so I stuck another screw, thing in there and did it. So I think what's going to happen now, boys, I'm going to go ahead and put this stuff on by myself, because I've got a lot of clips, and I'm a boring guy, and this has gotten boring, and put these in. Now notice a right hand, maybe I mentioned this earlier. I thought these are probably the same. Well, they're not, simply because these fins here are fixed. Or wait a minute, this is the passenger side. These fins are fixed. So when it's laying down, you're always going to have defrost blowing on top of the deal. Ingenious, Chrysler. I've been looking at this thing here. This has all got to be polished. This is polished and whatever. I'm going to call a guy today, Joe Succi, down in Texas. He's in down by Atlanta. And I'm going to press him, because I bought these from Joe, this stuff, all of that. I bought it from him. I'm like, well, what color is it? Well, I knew one time. He doesn't want to tell me, because I don't know if he thinks I'm going to go buy stuff from the guy directly or what. Well, he didn't seem like he wanted to tell me. But I'm like, Joe, I'm not going to, start doing this job on my own. Okay. I still have the piece of chrome to put on here, and it's over there, and also the dash pad. So, yeah, forgot about the dash pad. It's down in the basement. So I'm gonna go get all that stuff. Maybe I'll set you up and let me watch for a minute. Okay. Okay, together, I guess. Whole lot of plugs sitting around here. I do have a future chuck. Anything that's left, of course, we have, heater box not here. There's quite a few. I might look again, but there's nowhere else to plug anything in. So I've gone ahead and put the vents in because I decided to epoxy these. They're a little bit not great. So I'm going to save, I'm not putting that in now. So I just talked to Joe Succi. All right. Mr. 62 to 60, 63 to 65 guy. Joe, unfortunately, I bought a lot of stuff from him. Unfortunately, he's not going to Mopar. That so sucks. And yes, so last night I'm looking online, and of course we know that those go on the driver's side. These mount on the side of your kick panel. Okay. Yeah, I was looking and I'm like, well, I saw some for sale and they're all right. And why did that dude grab all those right-handed ones? What on earth? Well, that's just great. I don't know where that goes. So I'm not going to put the this in, e-brake release. I don't know if I've bent it or not. Looks like it, and that sucks. I'm waiting to hear from a guy named Brian Glenn Bauman. G-Car is what he's called. He's the one that did the dashes, about the paint color for that. So everything's pretty secured. I got everything tie wrapped in, added a little extra duct tape, yeah, whatever. These are the screws for the dash. I'm going to secure this in here better. I'm not going to screw this back on, the nuts in there for now, just because this is going to sit. So boys, it's time to put on icing on this here cake. I polished this guy up and we got the dash pad to put on. Let's get her done. So cool. All right, I did find my, did I say this already? Probably. My thing for the light for the glove box. Now, I don't know how well you guys are going to see. I'm going to get in your way. I apologize. We're in limited space, so I've taken all the clips off of the old one. Okay. Lined up, probably not. This will be interesting. And it's got this flap that when we put this chrome on, it goes on there. So this is going to SUX a little. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I can already see. SUX. Nice looking pad, no? They're not bad. 7/8. Not the same. Boys, I'm gonna have to cipher on this for a minute. It's gonna take a while. I just lost a clip. I'll probably find it here. Yeah, I'll show you the product, but yeah, it sucks. It's gonna suck. I'm trying to get the clips to stay in. Might be an issue. All right, be back to you. She's mostly centered. Yeah, she's on it. This stuff, I'll get you on the other side. I'm gonna have to make get an X-Acto knife and make a mark where all the holes are and then pop that in too. We'll see if we can let you stick around for that. We'll see. Get in there. All right. See how far down that hangs? I think this should have been done before the dash went in. This stuff, I think I can. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to loosen the bezel up. I'm going to loosen the bezel, put this thing on, and then we'll tighten her up. Okay, loose. I'll tell you what Chucky could use is a little more light, honestly. Yeah, I figured this would be the last thing you want to do, you know? Otherwise I would have done this already. Let's poke a hole. I can't pull it too tight. Let's pull it loose. Good so far, I guess. There we go. One left. All right. Didn't bend anything too much. Okay, let's get a look at her in the sun. I'll put this back together. Cool. Okay, look at that. Looks really good. Really good. So if you get a clock, that's what that little divot is. I do not plan on doing a clock. I got to see what that is. So yeah, she came out pretty good. I guess I did all right, guys. She feels tight along there. Tight enough, I guess, I hope. And then I guess the concern I will have is, did I get this too tight? Is it going to pull that loose? I hope not. Anyway, that's that. That was a project. This is about, I don't know, I need to wipe her down, get the fingies off, but oh hell. I don't know how long it's taken me, 6 weeks at least. The guy, the powder coat guy, he was done in a week with that, which was good. But yeah, I'm more than happy. It looks good. Spendy, certainly spendy. So I need that thing in the middle. The radio situation, I think I have 2 radios with this car. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's never going to have more than this little speaker in it. These cars did not have a provision in the deck lid, and the Dutchman back there 4 speakers. I don't really listen to music when I'm driving. If I do, I do, but I use AirPods, you know, or whatever they are, because these cars are loud, and that's not against the law, right, to listen to, have stuff in your ears when you're driving. Haha. Anyway, listen, thanks so much for coming along today. Today. I do appreciate you coming along, watching me struggle through on the struggle bus, but I had a good time, mostly. Catch you on the next one. See ya.